Yeah, man. Wagwan. Yeah, man, brother. So, here we go. I don't know what we're gonna call this, but we're just gonna be spitting some wisdom over here. Real talk always. I'm Negus, and I'm here to spread the goodness of the Negus. Yeah, man. The glory of kings. Because I truly believe in the royalty of all mankind, whether race or creed. I believe that there's something to be nurtured in the soul of humanity, and the finished product, which is, supposed to be ready for the divine as a vessel. And when that process happens, it's more of like there's nothing else you would never need in this life. It's more of like, if you look at your life from all dimensions or aspects of it, you'll be successful. And that's what, is usually coined as self-actualization, which is that process when you've represented your true self, you've reconnected with your true self, and you are well informed and well expressed about who you are, not identifying with your ego and its passing moods, swings, everything. You see, welcome, but the true core of who you are, the true core of your being. Not when you call yourself by what you do, because we're not human doings, we're human beings. So when that power of becoming, when you access and tap into that reservoir of natural power, superpowers, man, you just become a don. Like, that's automatic. And that's good for you spiritually, it's good for you financially, it's good for you socially. Because now you understand the dynamics of what goes on when you meet someone. And now you move from reaction to response. You actually begin, showing up to life and paying attention to the right aspects, especially the to do with attention. That's a big, misconception we need to understand in terms of even what currency is. When you hear the term that attention is God's currency, where attention goes, energy flows. So when we understand that we're energy beings, and the more attention is the one thing we have to transact with this universe that we have to survive in. But thing is, the moment your attention is scattered, you can never point it towards anything meaningful, because you are the magic. Everything comes from your soul, brother. And when you learn this different energetics that are going on within you, because you're not just a body made out of meat and bones. There's many systems, running in this body and everything. But deeper than that, you're the consciousness that's running that body. So when you overstand yourself from that aspect, you realize that consciousness is limitless, is boundless. So if you truly are that, now you're focusing on transcending the limitations of the egoic man. You see what I'm going? Now you start moving, like through what they call the awakening, where you don't see yourself for all these experiences that happen to your body, but the actual reality of the royal nature of your existence, man. And that's, when you read now all those stories of Jacob and Esau, that's the exchange of, a bowl of lentils for the birthright. Usually we find it, most people, we give away our souls to go to sleep just for a bowl of lentils. But when you realize the divine nature that's there, and you recognize your royal potential, you'll just be left with no choice but to actualize it. And that actualization process has, nuances of itself. Most of it is going to be personal, because it will be happening inside and around of you. So only you can get it. And sometimes you find yourself at a point where you're understanding things that like you can't even explain to anyone else, but the best way you can just process is enough for you to go through life and appreciate the value of that wisdom. And if you can distill maybe an ocean into a water bottle, that's the few that probably might come out of your life, and you hear that's what Jesus was even, referring to when he says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. To be like, if your talk is full of crap, it means that's what's deep inside your reservoir. Only crap. Yeah, man. So the moment you start respecting yourself, you start sounding respectable and you start conducting yourself in that manner. And that is when we see the equation of the sages, which is you should be well informed and well expressed. The both sides, even Haile Selassie, His Imperial Highness, His Imperial Majesty, would say balance in the spirit is materiality. To be like, the material world only comes to balance whatever's going on in the spirit. So if in the spirit there's poverty, definitely the material world will show up to reflect all of that poverty and the lack and the scarcity. But if in the spirit is full of abundance and overflow, the reality and manifestations of it in the 3D dimension will show up and crystallizes it. And the moment we start seeing how ideas are just, maybe the vapor form of reality. Maybe how water exists in 3 states, like the water, the liquid, the gas, and the solid, the ice. The material reality we have in this realm is the ice. It's the crystallized version of all the ideas that were thought by mankind. Someone thought about a tower light in their head, and boom, now we have it crystallized in this idea. Same way those ideas move through your head, and same way you've been crystallizing the kind of reality you don't want. Now you can be in charge and start calling the right things to your existence that you actually want. The peace of mind you want, you start knowing what to say no to, because that's a large aspect of actually alignment. It's about knowing what you want and knowing what exactly you don't want. And it's even at that point where you become immovable, as the Shaolin monks, say, like, when you're unshakable, it's when you can't be increased more than you already are, but you also can't be reduced more than you already are. You know yourself. And when you move from that level, dog, the aura, because authenticity is the strongest frequency on this planet, man. If you can just be yourself, that's why they say, like, don't walk like you own the room, but like walk like you own yourself. The moment you really can reflect and express your true freedom and your free will, and reflect how you belong truly to yourself and are a law unto thyself, you then realize the highest aspects of your being, because now you have to show up to your life as, something with a true identity, not just, a manufactured perspective, a context which is decided upon by a few but enforced by the mob. You free yourself from all of those, controlled manners of thinking, the mindless behavior. Yeah, man. And now you come to the realm of possibility. The realm where actually these reality crystallizes, brother. And when we realize we've been distracted instead of crystallizing shit in this existence, now you realize, oh shit, I'm a king in search of lost time. And if you really don't start searching for your lost time, you'll never get your crown back. Because we come into this land, royalty. You have to leave royalty. So we come with the material, spiritual beingness of royalty, which is supposed to crystallize royalty naturally for us. But because of the beliefs which then get drilled into our heads, because of the fears which get, drilled into our nervous system, you realize that it becomes some sort of a mental bondage, And I like the Zimbabwean. Me, I'm a Zimbo man, So Winky D, brother, he sings in German. Ndaisimbofunga kuti vasungwa ndivo vari muchisarira. Kusaziva kuti hobo vasungwa vari panze vari kuzvifarira. Vachipika mitongo vari panze. Kusunga kwepfungwa hatizvivanzi. To be like, I used to think the prisoners are the ones who are rotting inside the prisons. You see, Wagwan? Not knowing that the prisoners are walking happily outside, serving their sentence whilst they live their lives. And that's the true reality of our existence today. You see, Wagwan? We are living on system standards that we don't even know why they exist, but we just never really even try to be like, you know what? I'm gonna live my own way. Live life your own way. Be good. Be a good friend to yourself. Don't let this, push and shove to be a, shitty and asshole person, push you to that reality as well. Because that's what you manifest for yourself. Believe in the goodness of your soul. Believe, yeah, man. Be your own Messiah, man. Really, man. And that's the only way to get through this life. Really. If you want to get, this life will rough you up. This life will truly, truly rough you up. But you just got to believe in yourself. No one is going to back you up before you back yourself. No one will give you more money than they think you've even handled. So even cater for the way you're pulling up. Make sure if you're a dude, bro, you gotta pull up like a Don. Everything about you should be Don-like, bro. Like, you see, even the way you smoke, man, you should smoke like Thomas fucking Shelby, brother. When you drive, you should drive like James Bond, eh? You see what I'm going? Yeah, man. Because you gotta respect yourself. When you respect yourself, you really attach a lot of value to yourself, and you allow yourself to wear the wings that you've always wanted to be, as a kid. You can be everything you've always wanted to be as a kid. But you just gotta start waking up and making the calls, calling the shots. Call the shots, brother. Don't let the shots be called for you. But that's why I'm here, you see what I'm going? Negus Negast. Representing the Kebra Negast, the glory of kings. Bringing back the anointing and the crowning and the coronation into the hearts of men, man. Circumcising them hearts for the kingdom. Because